as you can see with this fret here, I've already done a few. The best way of taking frets out is to get yourself a really hot soldering iron and just gently warm up the fret to start melting the glue that's underneath. You don't want to do this for too long. You don't want to end up scorching or burning the wood. But there is little telltale signs when it's warming up. On either side of the fret you'll see the colour of the fretboard itself start changing a little bit. Then you know that the wood itself is starting to warm, and that's when to stop. Get your fret pullers and start to remove them. As far as fret pullers go, don't look out there and look at fret pullers and then think, wow, you know, they're expensive. You know, you're talking probably £40–50 a pair. Do what I did, make some of your own. I'll show you in a minute, but they're quite effective, and they cost you maybe £1 to £2, and they do just as good a job as any that you'll buy. And that's a fret taken out. These basically just normal wire cutters, but I've used some sandpaper around about maybe 120 grit, something around there, and I've flattened off the ends so they go together perfectly, and then this flat part here will go on the board itself nice and flat, so then that will actually get underneath the fret and literally pulls it up. You don't want to go wiggling stuff, you know, and rocking it to try and get it up. Literally it's on, squeeze together, and it will pull it up for you. Literally took me maybe 15–20 minutes to make these, and saved me a fortune. So we'll get on with the next fret, and you can see again how easy it is. I'm just warming up. You can see a bit of rubbish that's over it. That's from when I was masking the fretboard up. I left the masking tape on far too long. The sticky itself dried up and it's dried onto the wood. So I'm not too worried about that though, because once these frets are out, the slots need to be cleaned up, and I'll give the fretboard itself a light sanding just to take the years and years of grime and crap off, and then it will get a nice coating of oil. I use the Crimson Guitars fretboard refresher and whatnot. That's absolutely fantastic stuff. Yeah, the fretboard's starting to just change colour a little bit there. So we're about right and ready to pull this one. Again, go right in at the end, give it a little squeeze, and it's starting to lift now. There it goes. It's as easy as that. You can see all of this is all the years and years of crap of dirty fingers playing the board. So we'll move it along. We've got a few more to do yet. The guitar's beginning to look nice. I've already had some interest in it as a purchase, but obviously I want to see how it all goes first of all, and whether I might even keep it myself yet. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. I'm just enjoying the build at the moment, learning lots as I go along. Hope you guys are as well. Yeah, there we go. I don't know if you guys can see that colour change, but I certainly can. These frets, I've completely had it. They're totally flat. There's not enough metal left on them to be able to crown them properly. So taking them out and put some new ones in. I've got some jumbo fret wiring for doing this. These look like they should have been jumbo, but years and years of people giving it some fret work has flattened it off. Good that we're not getting any tear out. Some of these are so flat you can hardly get the fret pullers in to do what they need to do. Well, we haven't got many of these left to do now, so I'll crack on with this and I'll see you on the next stage, which will be giving this a bit of a clean up and a sand back, and see you in a minute. Okay guys, change the angle a little bit so you can see what we're doing. along here you can see a load of rubbish has been built up on either side of the fret slot. So using the trusty old razor blade, this is how I go about cleaning it up, ready for sanding. Just give it use it like a scraper basically, keeping it as upright as possible. Just helps to get the top layer of glue off. You can probably see on the banding how much I'm getting off, and then of course go the other way as well. Yeah, that's cleaning up quite well. Obviously sanding it is going to help massively. This just helps to get this top layer off. And don't forget, you've got inside the slot as well, which in these ones I've got to admit doesn't feel too bad. I'm trying to do this and not get in the way of the camera. I'll put the blade inside the slot and run it down. You can feel when you're on wood, which I am now. What I do is I turn the blade away from me and bring it down again like this, and then when I get to the end I can hook it up, and then that will get rid of anything that's in the slot and building up on that slide, on that side rather. Just give it a little lift up. There we go, and that's a nice, perfectly clean slot. So we shall carry on down. I'll do another one so you can see what I'm doing. Bring it all the way down. I can feel and still hear glue, so I'll try and angle it so you can see what I'm doing. And turn the blade around. This is awkward with the camera in the way. When it gets to the end, just lift it. There we go. Nice clean slot. So I shall carry on down the fretboard and do those, and then you'll see me in a minute when I go to sand it. Okay, ready for sanding now. Just wanted to show you a quick trick. I've got a levelling beam. It's all been pushed down the masking tape here. I've got one layer of masking tape here, and then I've got sandpaper with masking tape on the back. And what we're going to do is we're going to super glue it to that. Makes a very strong bond. Use this trick a lot with building guitars. Used it a lot with doing my cigar box guitars for levelling frets and fretboards. It's a great little trick. And then once this bit has been used, I can peel it off use the beam again. It's an aluminium beam that's been completely levelled, so it's nice and flat. That way I know when I'm going up and down the fretboard I'm not putting any finger dents into the fretboard, it's all going to be flat. So the next stage, now that I know that this is stuck, some people think the super glue goes off instantly. It doesn't. It does take a little while. I've got a few seconds to play with it. But, let's move this around, something like that. Bring the camera out a little bit so you can see what we're doing. So what I'm going to do now is literally go up and down the board, just gently. It's only literally the weight of the actual aluminium block that I've got. Just up and down. These Les Pauls usually have a compound radius on the board, so it will start from, say, 9, a radius of 9 up here, and finish with a 12 down here. So I don't want to take off a lot, I just want to take off the grime that's gone on it over the years. I'm not trying to give it a new radius, I'm literally just trying to get rid of the rubbish. Don't stay in one place too long, make sure you go right over the board. Any dents that's picked up through the years, this will help to level those out a little bit. But I think a few little dents in the board through people playing it over the years, I think adds a bit of character to it, to be honest. This guitar is never going to be absolutely 100% perfect like it would be coming straight out of a factory, brand new. It's a guitar that's been played, it's had a life. All I'm trying to do is give it a bit more of a life and bring it back to life. Right, there it is. There that is. I'm just going to see what we can do with this. Just going to spray a little bit of water onto a rag. Yeah, that's looking rather nice now. What a difference that makes. Let's bring you in a little bit closer, shall we? There we go. It's looking quite nice now. That sort of colour that's got now is what it will look like once we get some oil on it. It's going to come out quite nice. Still got some of the masking tape on the side. Right. What we've got to do now is look at putting some new frets in for it. So like I said, I've already got some fret wire here. Already got some of that, so that will be the next job. We'll be measuring and cutting some of this. Yeah, it's going to look quite nice. And it goes into the fret's going to look quite nice in there, nice and new. It's, compared to some of this old stuff, it's going to look very nice. I don't know if you can see compared from the old stuff. Just there. Compare that to the new stuff. It's going to look really nice. So I'm going to see you in a bit.